Kevin Durant is easily one of the top 3 pure scorers in NBA history. I think there's an argument to be made he's second on that list behind Michael Jordan, but I know many will side with Kobe Bryant for second and KD third. But it's almost silly to rank them because of how great they each were in their own ways. But what KD has never really gotten praise for is his defense. MJ and Kobe were perennial all-defensive team guys, something KD does not yet have on his resume. In my estimation, that needs to change this year. In fact, I personally believe he needs to be in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation. I have him ranked number 1 on that list at the moment. It's going under the radar, but the Brooklyn Nets have the 6th best defensive rating since October 31st. In that time as well, they're holding opponents to a league low 43.2% overall shooting percentage and just 106.4 points per game, 4th fewest in the league during this span. The emergence of Nick Claxton is a factor in all this. Clearly, Jacques Vaughn has instilled stronger defensive principles since taking over as head coach. But Durant is the catalyst of all this. He's actually tied right now with Anthony Davis for 5th in total blocks with 39 of them. Claxton is actually second in the league with 45 of them. When doing a deeper dive into Durant's defensive abilities, everything lights up. Here's a staggering stat, and this is according to Second Spectrum tracking data. Among all players who have been the closest defender to at least 250 shots so far this season, Durant is the only player holding opponents to under 40% shooting from the field. The opponent's field goal percentage with KD as the nearest defender is 38.9%. Just to give you an idea of other notables who rank high on this list, Draymond Green is second at 41%, Claxton third, Jaden McDaniels is 6th, Brook Lopez 9th, Anthony Davis 10th, and Andrew Wiggins 12th. Taking this all a bit further, opponents are shooting just 36% when Durant contests the shot. Again, he's the only one with at least 250 contests holding opponents to under 40% shooting. In case you're curious, because most people have him number 1 in the DPOY rankings, Giannis Antetokounmpo has contested 142 shots, and opponents on those attempts are shooting 41.6%. Obviously, very good as well. Durant has been equally good guarding in isolation, and also when he helps out from the weak side. His post defense has been great. He's just been everywhere on the floor. I mean, just watch these clips, and it's so glaring how excellent his technique is and how ferocious he's been on the defensive end. In isolation situations, opponents have made just 11 of their 42 attempts with KD as the primary defender, according to Second Spectrum. That's 26%. Just for comparison purposes, Marcus Smart, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, has guarded 20 shots in isolation, and opponents have made 10 of them, which is obviously 50%. Durant has been the defender to only 5 post-up shots. But not only did the opponents miss all 5 of those shots, if you just watch these clips and see how absolutely sensational KD was guarding them, and also look at the caliber of players he was guarding, Paolo Banchero, Yusuf Nurkic, Nikola Vucevic, and Brook Lopez were 4 of them. Going back to contesting shots, KD has contested 83-point attempts. That's the 6th most in the league. Only Evan Mobley, Jalen Brunson, Bol, Andrew Wiggins, and Caleb Martin have more 3-point contests. Just to have an idea of how individual players have fared with KD contesting in general anywhere on the floor, Jeremy Grant, who's shooting nearly 48% from the field overall this season, made just 5 of his 15 shots with KD contesting. OG Anunoby made just 3 of his 11 tries. Jalen Smith of the Pacers went 0 of 10. His teammate Tyrese Halliburton went 2 of 8. Paul George 1 of 6. Gary Trent Jr. 0 of 6. And Anthony Simons 1 of 5. Just to wrap this all up, KD clearly needs more acknowledgement for his defensive talents. We always give him all the credit for his shot making. which is obviously incredible, but he's an elite defender, and I would assume this season that will be recognized. It's quite amazing too, before the Nets made their coaching change, they had the league's worst defense. It was a small sample size, but worth noting nonetheless. If you're interested in more of this type of content, please subscribe. I will continue to do more player analysis features throughout the season.